try as he might to sit down with grace, the weight on his back knocked him flat on his face.
Ha! That's a hoot!
Said a voice from behind. A farmer stood up with a thimble vine.
Why, you need a picture, my Snoodleberg bud, lest you forget how you look in the mud.
And so in an instant, the picture was done and placed in his backpack, which now weighed a ton. The poor Snoodle struggled. He wobbled, he groaned. He stood to his feet and he said with a moan,
"Is there anywhere I can be truly alone?"
Just then overhead flew two red-snootered finches, winging their way toward the peak of Mount Ginches.
"I see,"
said the Snoodle.
"Then that's what I'll do. The home for those finches will be my home too."
So painfully, struggling under his pack, the small Snoodle inched up the big mountain's back. He crawled over boulders in rain and in lightning. He trudged on, though the journey was frightening. Till finally on Sunday, at 2:15, he spied all the meadows of Gildamanju and realized he was on top of Mount Ginches, alone with the wind and his thoughts and the finches. He thought of the Snoodles. He thought of the tower. He thought of the bell that would chime on the hour. He thought of his pack and his very long walk. He thought it so loudly, he heard his thoughts talk.
"Hello,"
said his thoughts.
"You've made quite a climb."
"That voice,"
he remarked.
"doesn't sound much like mine."
Then he turned and he noticed he wasn't alone, for a man stood behind, near a cave in the stone. He looked like a Snoodle, though quite a bit bigger.
"Maybe a giant,"
the small Snoodle figured.
"I'm going,"
the Snoodle boy said with a huff.
"And don't paint a picture, I've got quite enough."
"But first, come inside,"
the man said.
"Have some tea. I'm so very pleased that you're visiting me."
The Snoodle boy stopped, though he'd only gone inches, and stared at the stranger he'd found on Mount Ginches. He didn't seem angry. In fact, he looked kind. The poor little boy was confused.
"Are you blind? I'm puny. I'm silly. I'm not all that smart. I can't use my wings, and I'm no good at art."
The stranger leaned down with a pain in his heart.
"Who told you these things?"
he asked.
"How do you know?"
"These pictures I have in my pack tell me so."
The small Snoodle sniffled and started to go.
"First, if you please, let me look at this art. That makes your pack heavy and weighs down your heart."
Then, picture by picture, he unpacked the bag that bent the poor Snoodle and made his wings sag.
"Dear boy,"
said the man.
"these look nothing like you."
Then into the fire the pictures he threw. He rose from his chair, saying,
"Wait there, you'll see that what you need most is a picture from me."
The Snoodle sat patiently, sipping his tea. Then from a room in the back he returned and said,
"Dear little Snoodle, it's time that you learned what you really look like."
And he threw off the sheet, and what the boy saw warmed him right to his feet. The boy in the portrait looked older and strong, with wings on his back that were sturdy and long, and a look in his eye both courageous and free.
"Sir?"
asked the boy.
"Are you saying that's me?" "I'd like to believe it, but sir, I'm afraid to."
"But I know who you are,"
the man said.
"for I made you. I built the tower and set it in motion. I planted the meadow, put fish in the ocean, and I feed the finches, though most Snoodles doubt it. Not one of them falls that I don't know about it. I've seen you fall down in the mud and the goo. I've seen all you've done and all you will do. I gave you your pack and your paints and your wings. I chose them for you. They're your special things. The Snoodle Kazoo is so you can sing about colors in autumn or flowers in spring. I gave you your brushes in hopes that you'd see how using them you could make pictures for me. Most of the Snoodles
the old one said sadly.
just use their paints to make others feel badly.
The young Snoodle pondered the things he'd been told, then wondering something, grew suddenly bold.
But sir, if you made this incredible land, can't you make Snoodles obey your command?
The big one smiled warmly, then said to the small,
A gift that's demanded is no gift at all.
With that, the small Snoodle reached into his pack and pulled out the picture he'd made 10 miles back.
They're far lilies, sir, from over the bridge.
The old one beamed bright and said,
That's for my fridge.
After the small Snoodle's picture was hung, the old one bent down to the face of the young. He said,
Here's what you look like. Here's how I see you. Keep this in your pack and you'll find it will free you from all of the pictures and all of the lies that others made up just to cut down your size. And lastly, your wings. You know what they're for. But not just to fly, son. I want you to soar.
But sir,
said the Snoodle,
how can I fly? This picture's so big, I won't get very high.
But this picture's special. It's bigger, it's brighter. Carry it close, and I think you'll feel lighter.
As soon as he heard it, the Snoodle looked down and noticed that he was an inch off the ground. He laughed and he leaped and he flew from the cave, feeling now older and stronger and brave. And he flew through the clouds and he flew with the finches. He soared up and down round the peak of Mount Ginches. He flew over far lily bushes in yellow and thimbuttle plants squirting snowberry jello. He flew over bigglebag trees and their fruits in big lazy loops o'er the land of galoots. Then hurried back home to the center of town, where the Snoodles all stood with their wings on the ground. And starting precisely at 2:15, he told them the story that I just told you.